here and there. Gone in the hazy echoes of antiquity sits a land scarcely glimpsed, an uncanny hinterland named the Never Was, in which unremembered whispers are shown to passengers, lost through the wilds beyond. We see a dusty dirt road stretching onward, winding through a quiet country land. Autumn leaves of crimson and gold fall like embers from trees, carpeting the lonely dirt surface. We follow the path as it meanders through woodlands and fields, along a wide, calm river, and occasionally a solitary homestead or nearly forgotten town. Despite the gentle tumble of leaves falling or the babble of the river, time seems to almost stand still here. It's as though the land itself is a hazy memory, not of a real time or place, but of a reflection of one imagined by every wayward traveler. The road seems to lead ever on, and yet not every road leads home. Some twist, some turn, and some disappear into places unknown. Up ahead, we see two travelers, Hazel and Ash, who find themselves on this road. Hazel, would you describe yourself?
Yes, my character is Hazel, a 53-year-old woman. People see her as this sort of like hippie, easygoing sort of woman, going with the flow, very granola, but she sees herself as a sort of a internally very bitter and perpetually single wash-up. And she's desperately trying to project the type of serenity that she can't actually achieve.
And Ash.
My character's name is Ash. She's a 21-year-old college student and professional slacker. People see her as like disaffected with like the sort of restrained passion to herself. But she sees herself as somebody that tries to keep expectations low because she's afraid of being a disappointment.
As you find yourselves on this road, the warm afternoon air begins to smell sweet with apples, fresh cider, and the comforting scent of wood smoke. Just around the bend, perhaps, the promise of harvest and hearthfire, and maybe eventually home. You turn a corner in the road and up ahead a village you see in the afternoon light. Lively music plays, and you see there seems to be a harvest festival in full effect. You see figures walking in small groups, some dancing to the music, and just on the edge of the festival, the distinct form of a maze made of corn. You see a group of small figures enter the maze, and next to the entrance a sign that reads, "Prize to all who reach the center." Additionally, the sound of laughter echoes down the road to the ears of Hazel and Ash, and you look to each other, the same question shining in your eyes. What is at the center of the corn maze?
Turn to Ash. What do you suppose? Do you suppose they charge? Maybe there's an entry fee? I don't really have much on me.
I mean, it's a corn maze. You don't need to pay the entry fee. You can just part the way through.
Oh, isn't that cheating?
I mean, I've never seen any official rules for these things.
Well, let's go ask at least.
I'm just excited that there's some. I think this is civilization. But yeah, let's go.
Hazel and Ash, you start heading towards the small village and the excitement of the harvest festival. At this point, the Arcadian, that's me, will come up with an autumnal pastoral image and a surreal agrarian image to lead this chapter. And Bo, the Terror, you will pick a detail of a theme or something that you want to kind of weave into the structure of this chapter's narrative.
I got it.
All right. As you approach the town, you begin to hear the sounds of music playing. A song that seems somewhat familiar, if perhaps even just from buried in a long ago memory.
Is love like a rose that blossoms and grows, then withers and goes, dear, when summer is gone?
As we begin chapter 1, each of the travelers will have 3 change to use during this chapter. I will have 2 change to use, and the Terror will have 1 change. Traveler can no but me, the Arcadian, and yes and the Terror. I can yes and the Travelers, and no but the Terror, and Terror can no but the Travelers, but yes and the Arcadian.
So, Arcadian 3, right?
2, I believe.
2. Okay, and the Travelers have 3.
The Travelers have 3 each, but you share that pool. So, like, let's say that Diane ends up using 4 of the change tokens. That's fine. You both share the pool as a group. So, it's not necessarily individual. So, as you begin to hear that music playing and the question enters your mind, the question will kind of drive the structure of this chapter. And once again, that is, what is at the center of the corn maze?
As you walk through this quaint little town, you begin to notice a unsettling sight as you notice that every single villager that you have been able to see has donned a makeshift animal mask made of burlap sacks and carved wooden facades, all of them hand-painted and embroidered in a way that gives them a uncanny, not quite right appearance, with large hollow eyes that seem to turn to you as the only unmasked individuals in the town.
Should we have brought masks? I feel really unsettled having my face exposed like this.
I mean, maybe? I don't know how we would have known to brought... Maybe there's like a stall that sells them? We should go look. I also feel a bit naked. Just by comparison.
You find a stall just around the next corner.
I'll select a rabbit mask.
The stall owner does not ask for any payment. He simply and silently hands out a burlap and wooden rabbit mask that seems to be much darker behind the eyes than you can account for with the hollow head.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Very much appreciate it. Happy harvest to you.
He gives you like a solemn, slow nod.
Perfect. Thank you.
Do you have any bird masks? Like a long beak? With something with horns?
I think he pulls out like a deer mask in a very similar way with real branches as the horns. And it doesn't really have like a snout. It's more of just like almost like a flat face painted downward with branches coming out the top. In a similar way, hollow behind the eyes.
I sort of fiddle with it and just poke a furred eye in between the hollow two to peer out of.
Extra eye.
And then I put on my mask.
Sir, I'm going to address the mask distributor. Sir, do you know, is there an entry fee for that corn maze? Do you know what the prize is?
I think it's very much like a Christmas Carol death situation where he just kind of stands hunched over behind this with his mask stall and just kind of shakes his head very slowly.
No.
As if saying no to both of your questions.
No prize. That can't be true.
I think he just doesn't know what the prize is.
I guess, maze isn't really a competitive sport. The way that people besides me play it, but I really want to go.
Sure. How do you make mazing a competitive sport?
Fastest wins.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You know what? Yeah, let's go. I want to find out what that prize is.
You hear a voice from behind you. It's a bit ragged and scruffy almost. And it goes, "The prize at the center of the maze." Well. And you turn and you see what appears to be like a kind of scruffy looking orange cat wearing like a brown top hat with a little cane. And he says, You won't know what the prize is until you find it. It's different for everybody. But you gotta reach the middle to know what it is.
Is there a genre of plot prize? Like a variety of stuffed animals or...
Stuffed what now?
Like toys. Plush toys.
Oh, I don't know. I've never even entered the maze myself. I tried once when I was but a lad, and I didn't get too far before my father needed to take me home. So I can't say if there's toys in the middle. Maybe if that's what you're looking for, that might be what you find.
There's a stash of Labubu's in the center.
Well, it's a good thing my real mom isn't here, so... I didn't say anything. I'm going... Wait, hold on. Where did you get that top hat?
All right. At the haberdasher, of course.
I don't know what I expected. Hazel, I'm going to go through the maze now.
Oh, sure.
The way to be the fastest is to do that thing I said, where instead of going for the entrance, you just find a wall where the corn looks kind of loose and you just leave through. And I'm going to look for a spot where the corn doesn't look packed tightly and slip on through.
I follow Ash a bit guiltily because the entrance is right there, but that's okay. That's fine.
I like to think I skipped like 5 feet worth of walking.
Yes, I'm going to use one of my change tokens. Let's see. I only have 2 to use for this chapter. You guys have so many to use.
I know, and we haven't even had to dip into it yet. I could have used a change token to say, but I skipped 10 feet.
Yeah. No, I want to know what you guys. I'm gonna not spend mine, and I'm gonna let you guys see what happens as you push through the corn maze into the first kind of. You push through and find yourself into one of the corridors of corn.
Yeah, what do you guys see?
Corn.
I think the corn looks a lot taller from the inside of the maze than it does from the outside. For one, just looming over, like cast in shadow.
The stalks themselves seem to lean in on each other above you, almost creating a canopy with a small strip of sky still visible above you.
Hey, were they giving out maps for this thing?
Well, it's a bit late to find out now.
As you turn and look around, you notice that kind of sense of feeling very small as the walls of Corn seem much taller from the inside than they did from the out. And as you turn back to where you came through, it seems to have almost closed entirely back behind you. The Corn, a solid wall of bristly shucks, corn leaves? I don't know. What do you call corn leaves?
Stalks.
Well, the stalks, the leaves, I guess, just corn leaves? Corn leaves. Sinister corn leaves.
Well, right or left? You're the maze expert.
Well, if we keep going right, we're supposed to get to it eventually. So we just have to do that very fast. And I stick out my right arm and just run it along the really freaky corn stalks and just kind of do like a power walk on the right fork of the maze and start to feel the ground sort of descend a little bit. Actually, this feels wrong. We're going to go left. It gets dark on the right. Let's go left.
Sure, whatever you say.
Okay.
You continue onwards through the maze for a little while. Continually taking left? Is that...
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the complete opposite of the original strategy. Just gonna go completely left, hitting dead end after dead end after dead end. Losing
you do
all
find
hope.
Quite a few dead ends. And after a good handful, half a dozen or so, you now come to a kind of cross path where 3 other paths meet up with the one that you are currently on. The one to the left curves back away and seems to turn left again after a little while. The one up ahead seems to go straight for quite a long time until it seems to drift slightly to the right. And then the one on the right almost seems to... You see something further down the right path. What do you see?
It looks like a scarecrow, but it's in the middle of the path, and it's too short because you'd want the scarecrow to be like above the corn to scare the crows, but it's like right at our level. It's facing right towards the junction where we are.
As you look at the scarecrow, you notice it still has those hollow eyes that seem to stare out at you, much like the masks.
I take a couple steps forward while still having some distance between the scarecrow, and I lift my mask up for a little bit and just stare it down and go, "Hey, what are you looking at? Are you looking at us?"
Ash, it's a scarecrow. It's not looking at anything.
I don't trust it.
The scarecrow's right leg jerks violently.
Oh. Okay. Let's take we were taking the left-hand path, right? Let's go do that.
I said, what are you looking at?
Oh, Ash.
It's rude to stare.
I can't help it. I don't think it has eyelids.
Yeah, you're right. Fastest still wins, Scarecrow. So...
The scarecrow's left leg jerks twice violently.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go left. Let's go.
So we'll take the left-hand path and leave the scarecrow behind.
As you continue on the path, you glance back, either out of just trying to orient yourself, or maybe you're just a little spooked, and you notice that despite being on a stand, the scarecrow does seem to be closer, or at least not closer, but the same distance away as when you first saw it. Its post buried in the ground. Just same distance following behind.
And don't forget, you guys do have your change currency.
More chances to influence the story.
Gotcha.
Okay. So this scarecrow now appears to be following you.
I think at a certain point in the maze, there's just like a sort of cleared out spot that like kind of looks like a sort of pit stop almost of just this really long table with like this tea set up at it and like some like charcuterie. And I think my reaction was was like, oh my God, snacks.
Yes, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, you see a spread of kind of candied apples and like a basket of freshly picked apples, as well as like some different cheeses and other fall time snacks laid out in wooden bowls and plates on a kind of simple burlap tablecloth in this small clearing.
The whole spread is decorated with old-fashioned Halloween-esque decorations with big bright eyes and large smiling white teeth of crepe paper cats and ghosts and pumpkins staring at you, inviting you to indulge.
I'm gonna do a yes and all of the decorations and all of their eyes are pointed right to, like, even though there are a couple different ways in and out of this clearing, every one of them is pointed towards the way that we have come, towards the towards our entrance to the clearing.
I like that.
I like that a lot. Yeah, that's good.
I think I'm also going to yes end this and say that our scarecrow friend and like a few other like just sort of looming like scarecrow figures start to like take seats by the table. I'm like, oh,
Are you gonna use one of your tokens for that one?
do I need to?
I used one for my yes and.
I'll use it then. I'll use it as a yes and start sitting down, and I just kind of look at them like, oh, okay. They're just like peckish scarecrows. Okay, that's normal. That makes me feel normal.
They lean towards each other, bristling as the hay inside them almost seems to shift as if they're talking to each other in a language you can't understand.
Well, hello. It's a fine day for a harvest festival. How are you all finding the maze today? Excellent. Perfect. I am too.
Wait, hold on. I think I can kind of...
Lovely. Yes. And if you don't... Pardon my reach. I'm just going to reach and grab like some apples and some nuts.
Hazel starts putting stuff in her bag. She's just like... her comically oversized crocheted bag.
That's exactly what it is. It's like one of those farmer's market bags. Just kind of... Might need these for later.
Hazel and Ash, you hear from a number of the different paths, the one that you came down to enter this clearing, as well as some of the other ones there's probably 4 or 5 entrances to this little clearing. You start to hear almost the sound of wind picking up and rustling the leaves of the corn stalks. And you begin to feel a kind of cold breeze kind of give you goosebumps. And then you hear kind of not echoing, but kind of drifting up the paths as a very spooky ooh. It almost sounds as though a spooky presence is coming from many directions. And it seems like it's coming quickly.
Hey, scarecrows, do any of you understand us? Can you, nod or, raise your arms or something if you understand us, please?
A cacophony of hay rustling responds.
Can you point us to which way we should go, please?
The scarecrows all start to spin on their stands.
Oh, okay.
Like a compass on magnetic north.
I pick up an apple turnover and hold it close to me when I start spinning in unison.
Maybe they mean that this is the center? Like we're here?
And they all stop.
Is this the prize? Is this lovely little feast the prize?
You see kind of the one that was following you shake his whole body no.
Oh. Okay. So this is the center, but this isn't the prize.
And he shakes his body no.
I don't know which one that's no to.
The rustling gets louder, and you look back from where you came, and you see a white form rushing down the corn maze towards the clearing.
The scarecrows bristle as if terrified and start to evacuate, shifting directly into the stalks of corn.
I'm going to use a change token to say that no, but there is a white form, but it's a lot smaller. It's just a white feathered pigeon that's just flying really fast down one of the corridors.
Oh, goodness. That thing scared me.
It's still a little too big. It's still like a dog-sized white pigeon, but it's just like...
It flies into the clearing, grabs an apple turnover, and then flies down a different path.
It swoops in and grabs it. The scarecrows are afraid of a bird.
I guess it's not a crow, but...
I love that so much. Oh my god. That's so wonderful.
Okay, I didn't really catch everything they said, so I'm just going to do the most intuitive thing, which is to take another one of these apple turnovers because they're really good. And then
quite delicious.
I'm going to shut my eyes and start spinning until I get dizzy, and then open my eyes and then just walk straight ahead in whatever direction I landed on. And that's the path I go down. Ooh, Hazel, fastest wins. Let's go.
All right. I'm shoving a few more, some pumpkin bread into my bag.
Oh man, I should make some pumpkin bread.
Wait, all right, let's go. I hustle off after Ash.
I think that sort of same dread that I was afraid of in that first fateful right turn of the ground slowly descending and the stalks getting taller and taller starts to creep back in, but I forge ahead anyway and peek through the dark, trying to see what's ahead since it feels like we're getting closer.
As you walk forward, you do in fact begin to notice it getting darker as the stalks above you seem to meet and the ground dips lower, the corn only getting taller and taller, and you feel watched, as if eyes are peering at you from between the stalks of corn. But when you look, there's nothing there. Just hollow darkness.
Do you suppose maybe that means we're getting closer to the center? Like the center will be the deepest, darkest part? I don't know. Maybe we should go back.
This sounds too poetic not to go further. I mean, that's like how the earth is, right? The center of it is really dark on the inside because it's underground.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I'm struggling to think of a prize that's going to be worth it. This is freaking me out.
Yeah, you're right. I'm scared too, and I'm just gonna turn to my left and just comb through the corn again, and wade through into a more sunlit part of the maze.
I'm going to use my change token to no but this. And no, as you open up the corn, you do try to walk through, but instead of seeing a sunlit quarry, you see what seem to be dozens, if not hundreds, of hollow-eyed masks staring at you, as if stopping you in your tracks, telling you to return to the path.
You guys just waiting here? Hello? Okay, sorry. I would never cheat at a maze. Sorry.
I'm going to, seeing that, I'm going to, like, reach my hand and, like, into the corn on the other side of the same path and just kind of, like, try and peek and see if there are more of the masks on the other side as well.
Yes, you see almost the same thing with many more similar masks.
Okay.
All staring judgmentally at you.
Perfect. Excellent. Amazing. Maybe we just go back the way we came? And I'm going to turn around and just try and retrace our steps. But I think when I turn one of the corners, the path is just filled with masks. The same masks. Taking up the path behind us.
That's so good.
Excellent. Amazing. Forward it is then.
Yeah, let's go. I really wish I had like a lighter, or like my phone wasn't dead or something.
I was just thinking, I really wish I had a box of matches. Anyway. Let's keep going.
I thought it. What, that wasn't new? It smells kind of like a candle, almost like a scented candle, like the kinds that you liked. Hold on.
I like the lavender ones.
Sure. I don't know. I didn't know what they were.
Lavender beeswax. I'm not smelling it myself, but
I can smell it, and I'm going to cover the hole that I carved out with my own mask with the palm of my hand, and just follow my nose through the straight line, I guess, presumably. I can't see through the maze, following the smell of lavender.
Yeah, I'm going to yes and that and use one of my tokens. You begin following the scent that you smell, Ash. It starts very faint, almost kind of just a secondary fragrance that you catch on the air occasionally. And as you begin kind of following it, almost blindly through the maze, now taking left and then a right and then forward and then another left and another left, the scent begins to go stronger and stronger. The smell of sort of lavender and this kind of welcoming scent of like beeswax and is growing to a strength that you feel like you're getting close to it now, as you now enter into sort of another clearing with 3 branching paths off of it.
I swear to Claire, if the prize at the center of this maze is a branching path, I'm going to lose my marbles.
You see...
In the center...
Oh, no, go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to say in the center. So.
In the center.
I want to see what you have in the center.
In the center of the clearing, you see a large, hulking, cloaked figure wearing a similar mask, playing guitar with long, skeletal fingers that seem to pick at the strings very deftly. It's positioning perfectly centered on between all of the paths. It has large branching antlers that come off of its own mask, not unlike Ash's.
You look like a Nick Drake fan. I like the... Does it have the same... No, I can express this. I noticed that it has even maintains the same carved out eye socket that I have in my mask. And I feel like I know you. Who are you?
The figure simply plays the guitar some more, and you hear it sing in a gravelly tone.
I am a new friend and an old enemy and an old friend and a new partner.
How long have you been here? Just hanging out in the maze? Are we close to the center? Hazel, are we close to this? Are you here?
Yeah, no, I'm here. I just hello. Hi. Mysterious cloaked figure. Would you like some pumpkin bread? No, okay, that's fine.
It continues to pluck at its guitar and sings.
Been here long before. Been here since this morning. Been here since the beginning of time. The end is nigh, the end is never ending.
Oh, like the end of the maze. I see. It's a metaphor. Okay. Are you supposed to direct us to the center? Is that your job?
No direction, no sense of self. You drift on the wind like no one else.
I don't think they're going to give us a straight answer.
From behind you, down the path, you hear the sound of footsteps. Not just one pair, but many. The sound of fabric, rustling, and the sound unmistakable of children laughing. As a group of probably 6 or 8 costumed young figures rush up behind you and past you, baskets full of treats, and begin celebratorily dancing with this figure.
Oh, we went for the wrong way. Let's Hazel, I think the center of the maze is where they came from.
Oh,
We should check it out. Yeah.
yeah, sure. Have a nice afternoon.
Yeah, good playing.
You see the figure simultaneously, while still playing and singing, seems to open his cloak just slightly. And at his feet, you see a large kind of basket with other types of festival treats, candies, taffies wrapped, as the children grab a handful each, stuff it into their baskets, and then continue rushing, laughing, giggling away down a different path.
Maybe we follow them. They seem to know where they're going.
I don't really. It's a little undignified to like follow kids around, right?
Well, I mean, we don't have to follow them that closely, but at least go down the same path. They seem pretty confident.
Ash, as you see this cloaked figure pull back its cloak to reveal the candy, you notice on one of its feet the very distinct look of an old leather boot that you were so proud of finding at a thrift store not too long ago. And it closes its cloak again.
Hey. And I scramble and grab the comic print. It's like, give me the other one. They're a set. Okay. These go for like $700.
Ash, what are you can't just take a person's shoes?
It's my shoe. I had this when I was 19, and I don't know what happened. I lost them, I think, but I couldn't find them during the move, and this bozo has the ever one.
Well, I mean, maybe your mom just like found them and put them in thrift or something, and this guy bought them.
Maybe he just has dainty-sized feet and found some boots that he liked.
I'll trade you, but I mean, I need the other boot now. And I like start rooting for like the baskets around him, like looking for the other boot. And I fish it out. And I'm like, oh, there we go. And inside of it is a lavender scented candle. Like, this one's definitely not mine.
Boot?
No, there's a candle in it.
Oh, let me see the candle. I take the candle. This is wow. I haven't. These candles came from this old store in like downtown that closed like, I don't know, 5 years ago. But I would always like at least like once a month I'd go and buy one of these candles. Did your mom put this in the boot?
There's so many things I don't know about her. Just selling our stuff off, I guess. I'll need to talk to her when I get home.
Hazel, you remember your ritual of buying these candles was to help you calm yourself when you were run just a little too ragged. The constant anxiety, the constant darkness encroaching that you tried to hide so well behind a air of go with the flow with not really caring. These candles were your anchor, and seeing it now, you almost feel that crushing feeling around you.
I'm just gonna take the candle and how here. I mean, I don't need this anymore, and I'm just gonna toss it into the basket of goodies. Some child will pick it up. It's a perfectly decent candle, but I don't have anything to light it with.
I mean, we could get you some matches once we finish this stupid maze.
It's fine. We don't need the candle. Let's just go. I want to leave.
I'm going to just stash the candle in my jacket. And, well, thank you, Mr. Drake. We're going to leave now. So I guess the kids are far away enough now that we can just go the way that they went. That's like the exit, right? I start heading out of the maze.
You continue to follow the sounds of the children as they weave their way through the maze, presumably towards the exit. Their laughter and revelry carry through the narrow corridors of corn. As you follow along, do you each feel that you've found what was at the center of the maze?
I think so.
I also think so.
As you come to this realization, you turn a corner and are at the exit. See an ornate archway over the exit, made of kind of woven together brambles and ivy and branches and things in a sort of naturalistic arch, or adorned with kind of autumn-colored leaves. And you see up ahead, as you exit the maze, a large bonfire being held. You see many of the children that you had encountered in the maze. You see many of them wearing costumes, some of them more elaborate than others. You see many of the villagers and townsfolk celebrating. You see cider being passed around and a stage where a small troupe is playing some upbeat music.
You see a pumpkin carving station as many of the children run gleefully to it. To the side are candles and matches that seem to be meant to be put in the pumpkins, but are free to take.
I take a matchbook for later.
I'm also going to pocket a matchbook.
And I head over to the large bonfire and remove my mask and just throw it on to the heat. That thing is getting kind of tight around my ears. Hazel, I don't think we're going to be able to get back home tonight.
No, we should probably find somewhere to rest. Do you think there's like an inn or something? Or, I don't know, do you hear about people like sleeping in stables or barns? We could try that. Or we could just sleep under the stars.
I'm gonna use my last yes and for the travelers, and I'm gonna say yes. As you're kind of contemplating this, standing around the bonfire, you see the kind of shabby orange tabby with his top hat and cane approach and goes, "If you need a place to stay for the night, you're welcome to stay with me and my family, and we'll set you up well for the night."
Oh, thank you very much. Your name?
Well, I'm Ronk.
Thank you very much, Ronk. That is very generous of you.
Well, we don't get too many visitors around here, and we gotta show generosity any way we can.
Ash, after you threw your mask on the fire, you watch as adults and children alike begin to remove their masks, revealing normal people underneath, and begin to throw their masks onto the fire as well. And you watch as those hollow black eyes seem to burn outward, growing, continuously watching until they are nothing but ash. The smoke rising into the sky as the revelry and songs continue.
Can I call for a fade out?
I was just about to say.
I think that seems like a great
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As the camera zooms out from this festival bonfire, the two travelers huddled around it. That is where we will end Chapter 1.